Hey, how's it going? I'm Lazy Dude, and welcome to another... Listen, there's something very important that you need to know. I'm not the Laser Dude you know. I'm here on a very important mission from another universe. There's no time to explain. I'll keep you informed as we go along. Hit the intro. Well, what am I doing over here? Okay, let me just get back. Okay. Hey everybody, how's it going? I am Lazy Dude, and here we are reviewing another movie. Sorry it's been a while. I'm trying to get these more on track, and yeah, today we're reviewing Everything All at Once. It seems like it's a big a deal if I'm reviewing everything, but you know what? It's that's what we're going to do here. Oh, actually, just now that I've looked up the name of the movie, it's actually Everything Everywhere All at Once. So now that we got that out of the way, I got the title right, let's get on with the review. So Everything Everywhere All at Once is about this woman named Evelyn, just seemingly a normal, everyday type of person, the type of person you meet in the street, and all of a sudden her life is thrown upside down. She gets wrapped into this whirlwind adventure involving other dimensions, and she gets involved in this way, and she is able to tap into different possibilities of herself from alternate dimensions and take their skills and use them for herself. And it's a good thing too, because she's being hunted by this outward dimension force that is trying to get her, and she is helped along with all, while at the same time also being, you know, tormented by the everyday life of stuff that she's got going on in her own dimension. So it's a lot of stuff happening to her all at once. It's literally everything, everywhere, all at once. So here's the thing that I really want to say about this movie. I love movies that can surprise me. I'm so sick and tired of not being surprised. I mean, I watched The Eternals the other day. I was bored. Actually, I was trying to get to see this movie, but I had some Cineplex problems where I couldn't access my club membership stuff. Anyway, that's all resolved now. But I was like, well, I gotta watch a movie, so let's watch The Eternals. And it was so boring and so predictable. Every single twist I saw coming, and I was like, oh, this is just buy the book, buy the numbers. I'm just done with this. This is all so lazy. This movie is so off the rails, but in a way that is so good. It is so unpredictable. There's like every single moment I'm just hanging on to the edge of my seat, just wondering where they're going next. And just when you feel like you have a grasp on the world and what the limitations are in it, they just go in so many random different ways that it's like impossible to really grasp the reality of it all, because reality is shifting constantly in this movie in a way that is just so good. We got Michelle Yeoh as Evelyn Wang, and she is just so good. She, of course, has been in other movies, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon for one. And she's just really good in this role, because she has to have a lot of stuff to balance of this character who has her own view of the world and how it is slowly being in just like the more dimensions that she grabs from, the more that her personality is changing and shifting, and we keep on hopping in between dimensions as, you know, she starts to let them all bleed into her own it's so hard to explain, but I gotta say, this is the first must-watch of the year. Even the Batman. Like, I like the Batman a lot, but the Batman's a movie that it's like a must-watch for comic book fans and Batman fans and whatnot. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a must-watch for every single moviegoer out there. This is a must-watch for every single moviegoer out there, because it's just bonkers, but in such a good way. Yeah, I want to get into some specifics. She's great, but I think who stole the show is Ki Hyun Kwan as Wang. And I think that because his character is so interesting, because he is playing like the typical, like, oh, hi, everybody, like nice husband type character. He's not very threatening. He's not very, intimidating or else. But then he gets possessed by this dimension by a version of him from an alternate dimension who is intimidating and is crazy good at fighting and stuff. And it's so good how he can turn the personalities, and just within one line you always know who you're talking to. It's just so good. The way he gets his voice delivery right is just so perfect. I love it. He had me laughing. He had me just like, dang, that's cool, the whole movie. And yeah, I just really like what they do with that. I don't want to go into spoilers, but the way they... Scout! We also got Jamie Lee Curtis in this movie, and it's a... Okay. Alright. Oh, they're coming through. Listen carefully. You gotta see this movie. It doesn't make any sense, but why? But the entire universe is at stake. I am a laser dude from another universe, and I'm taking over this... What does he do? Movie reviews. I come from a universe where movies are literally the embodiments of the universe, and their terrible evils can sometimes seep through into reality, and that's what's going on here. Okay, that should push him back for now. Why does a movie reviewer have a laser gun? I don't get it. But anyway, alright, should be good. But I might see if I need to come back. Get this charging. Okay, where was I? Oh, Jamie Lee Curtis, she's so fun. I love her in this movie. Like, she plays such a hard arse, but the different stuff that they have her character go through, like this just seemingly nobody of a character, but the random stuff that they have her go through is so fun. I like the different... This movie is also very, very funny. It had me laughing all through of it. And you know what? It's interesting. I didn't know this going in, but this movie was produced by the Russo brothers, you know, of Avengers, Endgame, and Infinity War fame. And they didn't direct it or anything, but they had to produce it, and I was like, I felt like that sort of... It had that sort of Marvel charm to it, but not in the same way of those storytelling. Excuse me. The storytelling is definitely unique in its own style. There's so many shots in this movie where you're like, Michelle Yeoh, or I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right, must have been just like in a billion costumes, and they only filmed for like 1 second of every single one. That must have been such a hard shoot of doing all of these things, because cutting to the different stuff. And I won't go into spoilers, but there's a scene that is text only, that is unlike any sequence I've ever seen in any other movie. And it had me, like, rolling on the floor laughing. It's so funny. I was just like, this movie has good humor, but also good stakes. The way that they have the whole villain and what that's going on, it's interesting, and I like it. The one thing I will say is, like, I feel like they do breeze past a lot of the explanations, and rightfully so in terms of the story. Like, everyone's attacking them from every angle, so it's like there's not a whole lot of time for them to stop and to, you know, explain everything. But I feel like for what it is like a lot of the stuff that goes by is so silly, and it's hard to buy it sometimes. I think they do as good a job. Like, I don't know what I would have done better. I don't know if I could have done better. But I feel like in terms of movie making, there's still a lot of stuff where I was just like, okay, I only barely understand any of this. Like, I don't necessarily even know too much of what the villain is actually doing that is so horrible. Like I feel like they're destroying universes, but I'm not exactly sure that's what the whole thing is about. There's just so many moments in this film that will have you, like, overjoyed, and have you yelling and be like, oh my gosh, will have you, like, cringing at some parts, but in a purposeful way, not like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they're doing that. In a way, it's like, what? Oh, no, why? Why are you doing that? What if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. It was just so weird. But weird in a purposeful way to get you just sucked into this film more. I tell you, I feel like this is a movie that I could watch 2 or 3 more times and still not pick up every little scene or thing that they had going on in this film. And I feel like they hadn't... Oh, shoot, stupid light. I wonder why the light's going out. Ah! Oh, shoot. My hope. The portal is coming through. They keep on coming. It's out of juice. I guess we'll have to see what happens when he reviews this sucker. Okay, oh, maybe I can turn this. this cellular phone into a dimensional bomb. Oh, okay. Anyway, okay, where was it? The action scenes are so great. There's so many great moments in here. I feel like there wasn't one particular, like there was one scene with a fanny pack, and that's all I'll say about that. That was so great. But there isn't a lot of like individual fight scenes that are just so great. There's just like great moments overall. It's not like there's like this is the fight scene. It's just there's just a lot of intensity. There's a lot of intensity stop, intensity stop, intensity stop. So it's hard to even pick too many moments that really that I could really remember. But yeah, I definitely recommend this to anybody out there who is a fan of science fiction, who is a fan of just a movie that is so weird and wacky and out there and outlandish. It's crazy, but it also has a good heart. I like the way the movie comes to a close and comes to an end. Might be a little schmaltzy and cheesy, and in some respects I kind of get it, but it earns it with the way it set itself up. And yeah, that's really all I have to say. I don't really want to do a spoiler talk on this. I just feel like this movie speaks for itself. It's a movie where everything is happening everywhere all at once, but in a way that is so much fun. It's definitely worth watching at the theaters. What are you waiting for? That's all I gotta say, and I'm gonna give it... Where's my laser gun? Oh, there it is. I am gonna give it a... Why didn't this work? Oh. The charge button is down. Wind it up. Probably shouldn't be showing you this. Put it back down. Alright, shit. I'm giving this a 8 out of 10. Alright. One more big blast should do it. I just saved your universe. You're welcome. Make sure you leave a thanks in the comments. 8 out of 10. Where'd you... Oh, it's over there. Okay. Yeah, 8 out of 10. This is a great movie. I strongly recommend checking it out. Talk about it, review it, do whatever you want to do. I don't care. Just see it. It's definitely the biggest... I wouldn't necessarily say it's my number one favorite. I'd have to really think about it, but it's one of my favorites of the year. Absolutely. And, yeah, I'm looking forward to see what other movies these guys can do next who did this. I want to actually look them up. I didn't look them up. Where's my phone? Oh, I'll find it. I'm sure I left it around here somewhere. I thought it was in my pocket. Anyway, I'll look up these directors and stuff because I feel like this is the start of a career. This is a career-making movie. This is I don't know, this is like how Memento was for Christopher Nolan or something like that. Although these guys probably have done other things. This is just the first really big thing. In any case, I strongly recommend it. I strongly recommend watching it. I am Lazy Dude, and see you the next time. Where is my phone? What are all these dead bodies doing all over here?
Be sure to check out some of these other videos on my channel. And wait for more coming soon.
I was supposed to hit the couch. I threw it right over the couch. I'm gonna check to see if it's okay.